On-bed mobilization, 1 slide sheet, 1 caregiver. Bring the bed up to a comfortable working level. This should be waist high for the caregiver. The caregiver will instruct the patient to reach for the side rail and roll onto her side. If the patient is able to follow commands and assist with weight shifting on the bed, she has passed the on-bed mobilization challenge. If the patient is not able to assist with weight shifting or follow commands, the caregiver will stop the task. 2 caregivers and 2 slide sheets or a lift and sling will be needed to continue. Once the patient has passed the on-bed mobilization challenge, the caregiver will take a single slide sheet, fold it in half, and place it under the patient from bottom to ears. The folded side of the slide sheet will go directly under the patient's bottom, and the open flaps of the slide sheet will go close to the patient's ears. Once tucked, the caregiver will raise the side rail and walk to the other side of the patient bed. We never reach over the patient. The slide sheet is pulled through on the opposite side, and the patient may return to a supine position. To boost the patient up in the bed, the headrest is lowered and the pillow is placed against the headboard. The caregiver will assist the patient to bend legs and place feet firmly on the mattress. The caregiver will assist the patient by supporting her feet on the mattress surface to keep them from sliding. If the patient needs further assistance, the caregiver will support the feet with one hand and place his other hand on the patient's hip or pelvis. The caregiver will apply light pressure, pushing on the patient's pelvis, assisting her to slide toward the head of the bed. If the patient is able to tolerate the position, Trendelenburg may also be used to boost the patient up in the bed. The headrest is lowered and the pillow is moved to the headboard. The caregiver will activate Trendelenburg, causing the patient's head to lower and feet to raise. The angle will allow gravity to assist with boosting the patient. Once the patient begins to shift up in the bed, reverse Trendelenburg until the bed is in a level position. Once the patient is boosted up in the bed, the caregiver may use the folded slide sheet to assist with turning and positioning, incontinence care, wound care, etc. The caregiver will grip the top part of the folded slide sheet and instruct the patient to reach for the side rail in the opposite direction. Once the patient is assisting with weight shifting, the caregiver will use his body weight to shift back while holding the slide sheet, causing the patient to turn onto her side. The same movement is repeated on the other side of the bed to turn the patient in both directions. To return the patient to the supine position, the caregiver will place both hands on the patient's hip and apply light pressure, rotating the pelvis down into the center of the mattress. If the patient is medically complex, meaning multiple lines, drains, tubes, postoperative considerations, or fractures, a second caregiver may be needed to assist with turning the patient from side to side. Turning and positioning with the slide sheet reduces the friction and shearing on the patient's skin, reduces caregiver effort, and allows the patient to stay centered on the mattress while in the sideline position. This same procedure may be used to place a full-body repositioning sling under the patient for future mobilization needs. Once the task is complete, the slide sheet is removed. Remember, we never leave a slide sheet under an unattended patient.